Hello, and welcome to the July 17th edition of Success by Association Live. Today's issue is sponsored by Kalahari Resorts. We thank them for their support of AENC. Today's article is written by Amy Gerhartz with A Higher Way of Living and is reprinted with permission. The article is titled, Silencing Doubt, How to Trust Yourself. Have you ever struggled with trusting yourself? Trusting the next step, the next decision, or even the next thing you're going to say? Maybe you felt on top of the world one minute, and then that dreaded imposter syndrome creeps in and whispers something into your ear that sounds like, you can't do this, or you're not good enough. If so, I want you to know that you're not alone. In fact, I speak with clients all of the time who experience these same doubts and insecurities about themselves and their work. Clients that are incredibly qualified and experienced that still get those creeping doubts and fear of getting found out if they make a mistake, which usually just leads to paralysis and not taking any action at all. Sound familiar? So the question then becomes, how do you change this? How do you push past those moments of hesitation and self-doubt to finally take action and trust yourself? Well, I've got a few tips that I believe will help reground you back to reality when those thoughts and feelings begin spiraling out of control. Feelings are not fact. It's easy to confuse our feelings with factual information. Now, feelings are absolutely real, but they aren't always factual. So it's important to mentally take a step back and remind yourself of what facts you have and what you know to be true. For example, I could feel like I'm out of shape and that there's no way I could ever run a mile again. However, if I take a step back, I could remember the fact that I've already run and completed multiple 5Ks in my lifetime, so upon reflection of this information, I know there is a strong probability that I'm capable of running a mile again if I put in the right amount of training. As I learned in therapy, it's very easy to let your emotions drive the bus, but you get to be an adult when those emotions get out of control and take back the steering wheel. Use your past wins as motivation. Far too many people I know don't celebrate themselves. They don't take the time to look at their accomplishments and praise the work they've done in the past. Somehow along the way, our society has confused celebration with selfishness. But I want you to know that there is a very big difference between confidence and arrogance. I believe if you take some time to celebrate yourself in a healthy way by allowing yourself to be proud of who you are and what you've accomplished, this can be a great way to motivate yourself to do more and trust yourself along the way. Take a few minutes to write a list of everything you've ever done in your life that makes you feel good about yourself, and use this as proof of what you're capable of when those negative thoughts begin to creep in. Let go of future expectations. Most of the negative thoughts people have about themselves and their perceived futures stem from a fear of something that hasn't even happened yet. It's easy for our minds to begin planning and filling in the blanks with what-if scenarios. But all this does is create a false reality of something that's, for the most part, out of your control. So instead of trying to predict future events, work on letting go of what you think is going to happen and attempt to view the unknown from a space of neutrality, where you just show up and do what you know you're capable of, one day, minute, and hour at a time. Now, I'd love to be able to tell you that you only have to use these tips once or twice, and then all of your doubts, fears, and insecurities will magically disappear. But unfortunately, I think we both know that's not the truth. Your mind has been working from a certain operating system for as long as you've been alive, so it will take consistent reminders and use of these tips or tools to create a new thought pattern moving forward. Here's the good news. In time, you can create a new, empowering belief system about yourself where you begin to really trust yourself every day, no matter what ends up happening down the road. I hope this supports you along your journey, and remember, you are one of a kind and absolutely worth it. You can hear Amy speak more about imposter syndrome at the 2024 AENC Annual Conference on Thursday, July 22nd at Harrah's Cherokee Casino Resort. That concludes this article. We hope you have a great rest of your day.